Well, welcome to this week's edition of Mainly Motorsports, and I'm here with Chris Lockwood. And man, the last time you were here, I think we were. It was before the Loudon Chase race.
The Chase.
We both picked Logano. Thought he was going to be the guy, and he did good till he raised
Until
the
he
eye
didn't.
of Matt Kenseth. But we're not here to talk about the Chase yet. But the Chase isn't that far off. But we're here to talk about the weekend you guys kept coming up. 15th, 16th, and 17th. I mean, the first Sprint Cup weekend of the year, and it's getting close.
It is. We're super excited. It's been an amazing year to see the product on track, to see this new low downforce package. And personally, I'm super excited to see this at New Hampshire. You look at the passing that happens, the finishing that's gone on. It's been simply amazing. And I point to that Phoenix race. Phoenix is the closest track that resembles New Hampshire Motor Speedway. That was a hell of a race.
Yeah.
That was a hell of a finish. And I was just like, if we have half the race that is, there's not going to be any more of this, the boo bird saying, oh, you don't have banking.
You don't have the passing.
You don't have the passing. Like, we're going to have a heck of a race, and I just can't wait.
Yeah, no, it is. And, there's guys that are running up front that maybe weren't expected to run up front.
Mm-hmm.
There's guys that were expected to run up front that aren't. And the nice part about the Chase format, there's Tony Stewart that just threw a monkey wrench into it all.
Love it.
Absolutely. And wouldn't it be neat when that time comes around, he does the Jeff Gordon run and just takes it right to the end.
Fingers crossed. I mean, it was so amazing to see, his saying it's time, my career is done, this is it, one last one and everything. And then the injury, and you're like, that it's terrible for a legend like that to go out like that. But for him to be able to, get a couple lucky breaks and just drive it home at Sonoma, and now he's got a shot to get in the Chase, and there's nothing better for our sport than to see a legend go out on top, just like Jeff Gordon did last year.
But what that's done now, as far as I'm concerned, it's made, that bubble spot. And there's some guys, in particular Dale Earnhardt Jr. You imagine the Chase without Jr.?
I don't want to.
No, but the thing is now these guys are getting hungry.
Oh, yeah.
So you're going to see some, from the guys that haven't won yet, you're going to see some aggression, aggressive driving. And, that's some of the stuff, that turns Loud into that short track.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, they've got other variables coming up. They're going to Kentucky with a new repave. No one knows what they're getting here. And then they come to New Hampshire Motor Speedway. And it's, we're tied with the record for the most different drivers winning. You never know who's going to show up at Loudon and take home the green flag. So we're looking forward to it. And that's just the tail end of a great weekend.
I was going to say,
racing.
I call it the mud flaps. The race on Sunday is, okay, what are we going to do to get you in this truck? Well, we'll give you some mud flaps. We'll put mud flaps and the floor mats on it, and there you go. That's what I call the race. And I know I'm not disrespecting the race, but there's just so much going on down there from Thursday night on.
Right, absolutely. Thursday we kick off. We always have had the hauler parade, and that's kind of like our circus elephants walking down Main Street. Hey, the big show is here. Come on out. It's free. Bring your kids. And we're going to do something a little different this year, and I'm really excited about this. And I think anyone who's a fan of the local modifieds that race weekly at your short tracks is going to love this. We're going to do a pit stop challenge for the Whelen Modified Tour. It's sponsored by WEEI. Dick Bergman is going to be doing the announcing for it, and winner take all, $3,000 for whoever can change 4 tires the fastest.
That's a pretty good payday.
That is, and we put it out there, and a lot of teams have said, I can't make it, I'm going somewhere else, and another member of the team is like, that's $3,000. That's a pretty good day off. So we're excited to do that, and it's just another one of the programming things that we do for our fans to make it, like you said, an entire weekend of
There's always
racing.
something going on. Absolutely something going on. And then, practice, racing, everything kicks off on Friday, and, you're qualifying. And, something that I'm pretty excited about is we were able to catch up with Austin Terrio down at Stafford. Mm-hmm. And there's the local guy, the New England-based product running the full K&N Series. just coming off a runner-up finish this past weekend, Columbus, South Carolina. So now it's your last chance to see him race up here in the Northeast this year, and challenge him for that K&N Series championship. And it's one of the local guys.
Absolutely. It's so good to see him healthy after, the back injury last year, to see him get back into a car and performing well. And you're right, this is your hometown boy. You come out and cheer him on, and hopefully, he takes the checkered flag up in Loudon.
Yeah, no, how cool would that be? And I think back, and you weren't up here, you were still selling concert tickets somewhere before
my own life.
When me and Archie, who's another big deal up here, we did a Young Gun program one year, and we gave 10 short track guys the opportunity in a contest to run Archie's K&N car down there, and that was the ultimate prize, and that was Austin's first start ever and first at Loudon. So every time he comes, we end up talking at some point about that, and pretty exciting that was his deal, and that was his introduction into that side of things and where he is today. Which brings me to Archie. He's that guy we follow along. We just watched his car, did a huge thing for the Orlando deal that happened a while back, and they raised money and awareness at Daytona this past weekend. But he is all about the local guys. They bring on local sponsors, and Eddie McDonald, and challenging for a championship on the ACT side of things. Multi-time winner down there. Is once again going to wield the number 32 at New Hampshire Motor Speedway in the Cup race, and so that's even as big a deal as probably a bigger deal as Austin. Maine-based team with a New Hampshire driver at the big track in New England.
Yeah, anytime you have a local flair, we absolutely love it, and I've studied the numbers and I've looked at all the other tracks, and we're blessed. We've got the triple header on Saturday, the K&N race, the Whelen Modified, and then the Xfinities. And not all, NASCAR tracks get that. And even when they do get something like that, no one pulls the fans like us. And that's because of the following that we have with all the people who like the short track racing, who are going to your Beech Ridge and your Wiscasset and Oxford, Lee, Thunder Road, you name it. And they all kind of converge on Loudon, and this is their big home track. And having Eddie Mack, he's been very successful there. I think he's got 7 or 8 wins in different series.
Between the ACT, the K&N,
so he's got decent equipment, and fingers crossed. Let's hope that he has a good day too.
Yeah, no, and if nothing else, it's that reason to come out and cheer for the local, and that's the thing. And we talk about the race, but it's the atmosphere of the whole weekend.
It really is. I to be completely honest, I wasn't a racing fan before I got into this, and neither was my family. And I've struggled convincing my friends, just come up for the race, and they're like, no, I'm not a racing fan. I'm like, you don't have to be. That's the great thing. There's so many awesome things that are happening in our fan zone. We now have a new kids zone that's specific for young ones. There's going to be a kids autograph session. So that they can meet with Jamie McMurray, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., and Kevin Harvick. They can come out and get autographs from them. So NASCAR knows we need to do things for families. We need to do things for kids. And New Hampshire is at the tip of the spear. We've got more going on than most tracks.
No, absolutely. We're going to take a break. When we come back, I'm going to talk about some of the ticket packages you guys are offering with I think it's the Fan Vision. There's just so much and very affordable. So we're going to take a break, and we'll be back here with Chris Lockwood.
Your heart can hardly take it. It's beating through your chest, but no one hears a sound at all.
When I started Scotch Recreation, some competitors warned that if I discounted RVs and trailers, I wouldn't last. Well, here we are over 10 years later, still discounting and still growing. That's why we're Maine's largest RV dealer and largest trailer dealer. Forget about MSRP. We start way below that. Get your best price up front. Come see why my dealerships sell more RVs and trailers than any other dealer in Maine.
Scott's Recreation, Turner and Manchester, Maine.
It's July. Time for New England Dragway to light up the night. The night of fun. Saturday night, July 23rd. Presented by the New England Ford dealers, AAA Northern New England, and Napa Auto Parts. Funny Cars, Nitro Cars, Danny O'Day and his record-breaking wheel standard, jets and lots more. Plus, we've got fireworks. Saturday. Gates open at 3. Discount coupons available at your New England Ford dealer. And participating Napa Auto Parts stores. Free parking. And every ticket is a pit pass. Get your tickets now. Online at NewEnglandDragway.com.
Mainly Motorsports. Brought to you by
Bentley Saloon, Route 1 in Arundel. Stop by and see why me and my friends say, who has more fun than us? We do.
LKQ Core. Any part, any repair, anywhere. Located on Route 202 in Gorham.
Well, welcome back to Mainly Motorsports. And one thing there's still plenty of, good seats available. And, you do some package offers with FanVision, and it seems like, I see a lot of emails that come my way as far as different things, as far as what's out there and available. And, very affordable for a family to be able to go to this level of racing and see the stars.
Yeah, it is, and we work really hard to, we don't just sit around and be like, okay, so let's throw one of these and one of those and a couple of those and call it a package. We really think about what are the resources that we have that can make the experience better for fans, and I really put it into 2 columns. There's either technology or there's a driver access. And so we've got different packages for both. If you have gone to a track and watched a race and you have not experienced what it's like to have a FanVision unit, it will blow your mind. Last year I was down in Bristol, and the first race I used just a regular scanner, and I listened to it, and that was pretty cool. But then the next day I got the FanVision, and just having that second screen option where you can follow whatever driver you want, and you can rewind, and you can if you want to get into it and see what happened at that pit stall, what are they talking about, it really gives you a lot more control, and it lets you experience the race really the way that you want to. You're kind of like the news director on what
Wherever
information
you want to watch, whatever you want to see.
So we definitely try to put those into as many hands as possible. We think we did actually a survey after last year's races, and we identified people who either had a FanVision or a scanner, and those who didn't. And the ones who had a FanVision and scanner, they said that the parking was easier, the hot dogs tasted better, the t-shirts fit better, like the race was more exciting, and it was just because they experienced it.
They added a little bit to their experience.
Exactly. And then the other side of that is access to the drivers. NASCAR gives more access than any other sport, but really being able to know that you're going to have an interaction with a driver. And we've got some really cool stuff happening. We've moved our Champions Club actually to the infield. It's right at the end of pit row, because now there's only 40 drivers.
Yep.
There's not 43, so we've got those extra stalls. We've actually got a club that's right on the edge of it with elevated viewing stations, so that you can be there and watch the race from the infield for the entire race. And unless you had a hot pass from NASCAR, you couldn't do that before. So we're really excited about that. And not only the location, but we're going to have drivers that are going to come in there. We've got Casey Kane and either Joe Gibbs or Kurt Busch, depending on scheduling, is going to be in there. And probably the best thing that you can buy is Jeff Gordon is going to come down there. He's going to have lunch in there. He's going to spend time talking with people, and it's not going to be like a formal Q&A where he's up at the front and you're raising your hand at the back. Like, he's going to mingle with people. So the Champions Club, if you're a fan of Jeff Gordon and want to thank him for his
everything
career,
he did for the sport,
and hang out with him, that's the place to go.
So that's regular Joe's, you and I's.
Anyone can
purchase
get
a ticket.
Yeah, and you can either purchase it just for Sunday, or you can get in there for the entire weekend. So if you want to spend your Saturday in there, and I've been there. It is literally, it's right at the end of pit row, and you know the kind of action when everyone's trying to beat that line to get their spot. It's really going to be a unique experience for people, and it's the first time that we've had it available, and I think it's going to be a good
Now,
spot.
the website, all the information you need for any of this is at the NHMS website.
NHMS.com. We have a landing page. If you want to look at different ticket packages, just click enter the site, and then rotating on the home page is all the different stuff that we've got going. Information on our pre-race concert. We're having country star Eric Pasley is doing the pre-race concert, and then all the extras that are coming up and different ticket packages is all right there for you.
Yeah, so there's still plenty of time. When you see the show, we got a week and a half to make your plans. And like you said, if you come in for the weekend or you come in just for one day, there's plenty of good seats available and plenty of action no matter what day you go.
Yeah, and the weather forecast, the 10-day weather forecast looks beautiful. I mean, I joke all the time and say it's perfect racing weather. It really is. I hear it all the time from people. July is too hot. Well, mid 80s, partially cloudy. That makes a big difference when you're sitting in those stands watching the action for 3 hours. So if that's your excuse for not coming, that it's too hot in July, I'm sorry, I'm taking that one away from you. You should come on down.
No, absolutely, and all the reasons, beginning with the Holler Parade, the Pit Crew Challenge with the mod teams, $3,000. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money to win from and it's not the driver winning it. That's the nice part.
It's the guys with the wrenches.
He can sit and hold the brake or whatever he's got to do, be a part of it. He could be a tire changer, I guess, but. It's his team, and bragging rights. There's nothing, the show we do in Augusta, and obviously you guys participate in, which I will give you kudos, okay? The best thing, Dave McGrath, I don't know whoever, didn't let us use that car. All right? But
we had the vision.
When I'm like, no, that don't happen. When that car went off the jack and peeled the side, the first thing I thought of was, oh, I'm so glad.
Thank
Chris
God it
didn't-
wasn't ours.
Yeah, so glad Chris didn't really fight David on that and say, but the exposure we get from it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was phew. But
Well, it just goes to show in these things, it's for time, but things can happen, and things did.
oh yeah, things did, but nobody gets hurt, so that's good. But this is going to be exciting to watch. Gets the crowd involved, and when there's money on the line, it's pressure. These guys are, at the modified race, let's think about this. They get a 5-minute break at lap 50.
Yep.
So they're not in a rush. They can have a hot dog, a little drink, change their
taking their
tires,
time.
make their adjustment. But this, it's all about let's get it done and get on to the next round. Or so and Joe Bassett, who's a familiar face, on the show before, kind of heading it up, and he called me last week and we talked about some things. So we're excited to to be a part of it and play a part and watch. And I told him anything he needs or any suggestions. But it sounds like with everything you've got, you guys are on the right track. So I mean, you're not the big dog on the porch for nothing, right?
We're a dog on the
you're
porch
the big-
with all right.
You're the big dog. We got to have a big dog in the group, and then all the other short tracks. And it's nice that the last couple of years, it's it seems like it's been that let's all work together attitude.
Absolutely,
we're all race fans.
Absolutely.
At the end of the day, we're all race fans, and we need you to succeed, just like you need the local short tracks to succeed. And and without local short track racing, that person decides that I'm going to go get a boat, or I'm going to go, I'm going to go camping, or I'm going to do something else. And, now they're not tuning in on Sundays to watch races leading up to New Hampshire and buying their tickets. So it all works hand in hand.
Absolutely. And one of the great things about going around to the different short tracks is how receptive they've been to realizing that we're not looking down our nose at them. Like I believe this, if they're successful, we're successful. And the great thing about traveling around, we've been to a bunch of tracks and seen packed houses. So that's really exciting, to see that people are getting their weekly fix. And to be honest, you can only come and see our show 2 weekends out of the year. And that doesn't make you a complete race fan. It's the fan who's going and taking their family on a weekly basis. Those are the hardcore fans. And hopefully they come and decide that 2 weekends out of the year they want to come and come to the big house and see us put on a show.
You're exactly right. But anything else we've missed? I think we've hammered everything. I mean,
yeah, we have. One thing that I'm really excited about, you know, we have a lot of media partners, and we've talked about putting bus trips together, and Binny Media, which is Frank FM and The Wolf out of Portland, have gotten together, and they've got an absolutely amazing deal. So they bought a bunch of tickets off me, $100 tickets, so these are good seats, and they've worked with their partners to get a bus to bring you to and from the track, and they've also worked with their partners to put on a VIP tailgating. It's completely catered. They've got Coca-Cola and all sorts of barbecue, and they're going to be giving away all sorts of extra pit passes and all sorts of experiences at the track. So if you go onto their websites, if you go to Frank FM or to The Wolf, you can't miss it. It's the biggest thing on their homepage, but $100, and that's the cost of your ticket. You get
the ride's free.
You get the ride for free. You get to eat for free. Bring your coolers, BYOB. As long as it's in plastic, you can bring it in. And that's just an awesome deal that I don't know how you could turn down.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So yeah, and then get a chance to see the big race, and you ride down, ride back. That's worth $100 in itself.
Easy,
you know,
easy.
That's worth $100 in itself. But Chris, thank you once again for taking the time, coming up, spreading the word. Looking forward. Who wins? Who wins New Hampshire?
I wouldn't bet against anyone with a Toyota.
Okay.
I'm a Truex guy, so I'd like to see him get it. You know, overall, you know, Earnhardt has been talking a lot about hoisting the lobster on social media. Who wouldn't want to see Junior win? But I would say it's going to be someone with a Toyota. I would lean towards Martin Truex.
I'm going to go with the kid that's going to he's going to punch his ticket. And if he doesn't do it at Kentucky, he's going to do it at New Hampshire, and that's Chase Elliott. That kid is
a good pick too.
You know, I met him at the Snowball Derby, and I just am so impressed with the composure that he shows.
For 20 years old.
Not overwhelmed by the experience, not shell shocked, but you got to figure he grew up in it.
He did.
Saw his dad handle it, and was very popular. His dad didn't fly under the radar, So same way with Junior. Junior does a good job with handling the adversity and everything that goes on. So it'll be exciting, and we'll look forward to the weekend. And next week we hope to have Archie on the show and Eddie Mack talking about, what the event means to them, and both of them. Let's face it, they grew up as short track race fans.
Yeah.
Archie used to race Thursday Thunder at Beech Ridge, and Eddie Mack through the Strickleys and everything at Lee, and to be competing on the big stage in front of thousands of people. I want to know what that means to them, and as they driver introductions or sit on their pit boxes,
Absolutely.
All right, so once again, Chris Lockwood, nhms.com, all the information you need for what's going on for the weekend, tickets, this fan zone, the experiences, buy it all, buy one, buy a part of it. It's a great time, and you will not regret, and you'll come back and you'll punch your ticket to the Chase race in September.
That's right.
All right, we're going to take a break, and we'll come back here on Mainly Motorsports.
Ignition won't turn? Wait, don't tow it. It may just be a worn key. Where would you bring it? At what cost? And for how long? At eKeys for Cars, our experienced technicians will diagnose your problem and get you going quickly with a fixed price quote. Whenever and wherever you're stuck, eKeys for Cars comes to you with a new key or ignition repair. Just call eKeys for Cars, the fast, affordable mobile solution to your vehicle key and lock needs.
They raise the bar, e-keys for cars.
Do you have a serious need for speed, great competitive racing, and a family-friendly atmosphere? Look no further than Maine's biggest and fastest, Wiscasset Speedway. At Wiscasset Speedway, you'll find 8 regular divisions, along with special appearances by top regional tours throughout the season. And at Wiscasset Speedway, all grandstand seats are just $5. Wiscasset Speedway, west on the road, Wiscasset. Online at Facebook, Twitter, and WiscassetSpeedway.com.
Here we go again. Snow, ice, and freezing rain. Be ready with a new set of winter tires from Town Fair Tire. We stock Michelin, Goodyear, Bridgestone, Firestone, General, Uniroyal, Toyo, Yokohama, Continental, Pirelli. Every name brand at the guaranteed lowest price. Get to Town Fair Tire today and drive with confidence this winter. Because when it comes to saving you money on name brand snow and all-season tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Welcome back to Mainly Motorsports. And one of the things me and Chris didn't touch on was the people that are going to be down there camping for the weekend. And it's always a great time, great event, you know, making new friends, meet up with old friends. I know there's people that 2 times a year, this is their weekends, they all get together, they get their camping spots all together, and they have a great time. But if you're down there and you're looking to start your week off of racing a little bit earlier, make the trek over to Seekonk Speedway over in Seekonk, Massachusetts, because July 13th, Wednesday night, they're going to have the U.S. Pro Stock Super Late Model National Championship. That's the one that Gary Sagar has been promoting, and you've seen him at every track in New England that's been racing Super Late Models or Pro Stocks. And we've got some provisionals that are going down there. You know, Michael Sullivan, I believe, won one. Wyatt Alexander from up at Wiscasset, Joey Dwyron from Beechridge, who picked up another win this weekend. So those are the guys that are already locked into it, and it's going to be a great time. We'll be there. Brandon Simmons traveling down. We're going to bring you back some footage. And so that's over at Seekonk. You can go on the Seekonk Speedway website, get all the information. It's going to be a great night. 200-lap race. Some of the heavy hitters in northern New England will be there. Bon Seiss bringing his high potent super late model team from up down south, Dalton Sargent, as they'll be in competition and competing. So it'll be a great time. Hopefully no weather issues, but there is a rain date of Thursday. But Wednesday night over there at Seekonk Speedway. So great week to start. Great chance to start your week of racing off before you get all the heavy hitters over at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. So we're going to take a break. We come back. We're going to have Robert Stevens in the studio, who's putting on a big car and bike show up at the Androscoggin Coliseum up in Lewiston on July 16th. And we're going to have him tell you a little bit more about it and what to expect, and doing a great thing for some great charities. So we'll be back with Robert Stevens.
Hi, I'm Johnny Wolf. Since 1972, my family has been selling and servicing vehicles here on Route 25 in Gorham.
Tax season is here, and we have our largest vehicle selection ever. We offer financing for all credit scores, and your job is your credit. Remember, I personally drive and inspect every vehicle we sell. We are located 6 miles west off Turnpike Exit 47 on Route 25 in Gorham. Call Frank Davenport at 207-839-9200 or visit us online at 21stcenturymaine.com.
Legendary race car driver Bentley Warren is putting Arundel on the map. When Bentley's Saloon opened in 2004, it was just a little bar room on the side of the road. Today we have a giant saloon with live music, dancing, and great food and drink indoors and out. We're always looking to meet new friends and have a good old time. There's always something exciting going on at Bentley's. That's why we like to say, who has more fun than us? We do!
For a trusted name in residential and commercial site work in the southern Maine area, call Peter Pettit Excavating. We can handle everything from the complete house lot to those nasty water and sewer line repairs. Septic systems are another area that we specialize in. During the snow season, Pettit Excavating has the equipment to handle any size job.
And when the race season arrives, be sure to follow the number 7 Hewitt's Family Restaurant Chevrolet on the past Super Late Model Tour.
Call 207-282-9305 to get the job done right. That's Peter Pettit Excavating.
White Mountain Motorsports Park brings you door-to-door, wheel-to-wheel racing action each and every Saturday night, with 5 divisions competing each week between the Kids Trucks, the Dwarfs, and the Strictly Minis, the Tiger Division, as well as the Late Model Sportsman. The racing is intense. You're sure to come away wanting more. Located on 463 Daniel Webster Highway in North Woodstock, New Hampshire, this quarter-mile High Bank Oval is a fan-friendly, family-oriented facility. For schedules and more information, go to the website. That's White Mountain Motorsports Park.
Mainly Motorsports, brought to you by
Moody's Collision Centers, now with 7 convenient locations: Gorham, Scarborough, Biddeford, Portland, Sanford, Lewiston, and now South Portland. Visit us at moodyscollision.com.
Scotch Recreation. Whether you're thinking about your first camper or looking to upgrade your current one, Scotch Recreation can help you. Get both our Route 202 Manchester and our Route 4 Turner locations and online at scotchrecreation.com.
New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Join us for our 25th anniversary year. Well, welcome back to Mainely Motorsports, and we're here with Robert Stevens, who's got a real big deal going on July 16th at the Androscoggin Coliseum up there in Lewiston, and it's the Freedom Rally 2016 Car and Bike Show. And Robert, we want to welcome you to Mainely Motorsports.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, Steve.
Now, you got a car and bike show going on in the middle of July up there in Lewiston, so right there it sounds like a win-win. But, you know, you're doing this for all the right reasons. You know, a lot of charities stand to benefit from this, and, you know, you're hoping to attract a bunch of cars and bikes and, you know, beautiful Maine weather up there in Lewiston.
Yes, sir. We're looking at some great weather, praying on that, and I'm hoping quite a few cars and bikes will show up to earn the $500 first place and the $350 second place and the $150 third place. And we also have trophies that we'll be awarding for People's Choice, Favorite of Show. It is for a great cause. We're raising money for Life Flight of Maine, Maine Special Olympics, and the Travis Mills Foundation, and trying to help these organizations out.
Yeah, no, and that right there, I mean, to be able to do that, give back, you know, that's, you know, this speaks volumes of yourself and anybody that's helping you. And I'm sure I do shows, and it's probably not a lot of volunteers at the start, is there?
Well, it came about from two rides that our club, my club that I'm involved with, was doing. We were doing a Talon ride that was for raising money for the Life Flight of Maine, and then we were doing the Torch ride, which is for Maine Special Olympics. Our club decided to combine all of these events together and make it one big one, something that everybody could take advantage of, come to, have fun, see what we're doing, see what these charities are about, and just have a great time in the weather. And we're bringing Motor Booty on for the night concert, and they are helping us out a lot. But we do have people within the club and our church get involved with this event.
No, this is amazing, and you know, so take us through the details of Saturday. What time the gates open, the registration cost, all of that.
Yes, sir. It's free general admission for the public to come in to view the cars, the bikes. We do have a bounce zone for the kids. It's a family event. For the cars and motorcycles to show and compete for the prize money and the trophies, it costs $10. I recommend that they show up as early as they possibly can because we are limited on space. I think we could hold approximately 300 to 400 motorcycles up to 300 to 400 cars. We're going to follow standard procedures on how we're going to select the best of show for the money. We have out-of-state judges coming, so there will be no controversy about, hey, you're just picking that car for your favorite person.
Yep.
So we're alleviating all that for the money. And we open our gates to the general public at 8 o'clock, and we will be running through to 4 o'clock. We will be having a 50-50 raffle. That's going to help pick the public or the general public favorites.
Yeah.
People's Choice. You buy a 50-50 ticket. You take one half and put it in your pocket and put the other tickets in your favorite cars that you like, favorite motorcycles you like, and then we pull up the buckets and count the tickets, and who has the most per category gets the trophy.
That's a good idea.
So and that's we're just trying to make money for these charities that we're trying to do. We also do have a lobster bake that's going on. It's $25 for lobster and clams and shrimp, and it's going to be well worth the money. And we have 75 vendor spots available to first come, first serve.
So anybody that's interested in a vendor spot.
Anybody is interested, come on down. It's first come, first serve by donation. We're not asking for any money. We were asking for money, and then we figured why ask money let the people decide, hey,
Yeah.
what they think it's worth. But generally, that's what we're doing.
No, and it's pretty cool. And obviously, you could use a few more sponsors
Yes, sir.
to come on board and help out. And but who's some of the people that are helping out now?
Right now, who we have is Bill's Auto Transport out of Green, Maine. They were the first sponsor that jumped right on board. They didn't even hesitate. Awesome people. They do a great job in transporting your vehicles all around the United States. And then we have Brookwood Realty up in Manchester, Maine. They will sell a house or commercial property for you, no problem. And then I consider Motor Booty a sponsor because they reduced their price quite a bit for us, and they jumped on board and really helped out. Androscoggin Bank Colisee, they reduced their price for us, so they're doing a good job in helping us. I mean, really great people. We do have the skid marks. They're coming to the show. They're going to play all day. They're going to do that for free. And also, we have smaller people donating money here.
Yeah, a little bit here and there.
So
now this is coming up Saturday, July 16th.
Yes, sir.
8 o'clock in the morning is when you're encouraging people to start showing up, and
yes, sir.
Getting their cars registered and bikes registered, and it's going on all day long. Motor Booty at night. I mean, just it sounds like a great time.
It will be. It will be a good time. And the thing I forgot to add again, or I should say again, we do have Sandcastle Bounce House coming in to set up a bounce zone for the kids. We're going to have a lot of bounce houses, obstacle courses, slides, and all that for the kids with children's games.
So it's really a family event. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's one of those deals where the whole family can come,
Yes.
and everybody's going to enjoy their experience. You know.
Yes, sir. It will be a great experience for all to have.
Yep. Now, where could they go and find out more information from? If they want to see, some of the other details, or just kind of print something out, or.
Best thing to do is go to the Facebook webpage we have set up. It's called Freedom Rally 2016 Car and Bike Show. You can find all the information out there. You can message us. If you want a vendor spot, message us there. If you would like to sponsor anything, donate money, you could contact us there, and we can give you the information that you need to do whatever you want with us. Facebook page, Freedom Rally 2016 Car and Bike Show.
Yeah, so that's all the information. So, I hope that, having you on here, Robert, I hope it helps out and helps make people aware of what's going on, because there's just so much going on in motorsports throughout the entire summer.
Yes,
And earlier in the show, Chris Lockwood from New Hampshire Motor Speedway, that's their big weekend of the year. But,
Yes.
Obviously every motor sports enthusiast doesn't go to just one event. They always, they're branching out. So, I encourage people to stop by, whether it's on the way to Oxford for the races that night, which is just around the corner,
Yes, sir.
Or Beach Ridge, short track, or anything, or you're just out for that ride, come down and check this out. It's not hard to find, and all kinds of things to do. And then if you want to make a day and night of it, Motor Booty.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And it will be a great time.
Yeah, so we'll have some, hopefully have some highlights from the event and recap it after, and maybe have you back on, talk about how much money you raised for the charities, and really appreciate all the efforts. And I really love to support anybody that's out there doing for these charities, because it's just so much. Times are so tough for some people now. So to give back to the Special Olympics and Life Flight of Maine, and what was the other gentleman?
The Travis Mills Foundation. He's the gentleman, one of 5 soldiers that lost both arms and both legs in Afghanistan and Iraq, and he's building a camp to bring in injured warriors.
Oh, that's awesome.
To help them and their family. And he's an awesome person. He really stepped up to the plate, and he has a bright outlook on everything. And
No,
he's a
that's
great
good.
person.
And people like you stepping up to help out, appreciate it. So thank you for taking the time, coming down with us here on Mainly Motorsports. And like I said, mark your calendar, July 16th. Go to the Facebook page, Freedom Rally 2016 Car and Bike Show, for all the information. It's right on Facebook, for a good cause and good things. And we all love, cruise nights. So this is a cruise day.
Yes, sir. It sure is. And Steve, thank you for allowing us to come on your show to get this out. I highly appreciate everything you're doing for us.
Yeah, no problem. We want to wish you the best of luck with it.
Thank you, sir.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be back here on Mainly Motorsports. Welcome to Mainly Motorsports.
To order copies of a show, send a check or money order for $15, shipping and handling included, to Mainly Motorsports, 326 Roosevelt Trail, Windham, Maine, 04062. And please add a description of the show.
Today's vehicles are equipped with complex safety features such as anti-lock brakes, seatbelt restraints, and airbag systems. Even collision avoidance systems. Not available in all models. Hi, I'm Sean Moody from Moody's Collision Centers. We don't wish bad luck on anyone, but even with today's technology, we need to keep our eyes on the road and our hands on the wheel.
Moody's Collision Centers, now with 9 locations in Maine.
Ignition won't turn? Wait, don't tow it. It may just be a worn key. Where would you bring it? At what cost? And for how long? At E-Keys for Cars, our experienced technicians will diagnose your problem and get you going quickly with a fixed price quote. Whenever and wherever you're stuck, E-Keys for Cars comes to you with a new key or ignition repair. Just call E-Keys for Cars, the fast, affordable mobile solution to your vehicle key and lock needs.
They raise the bar. E-Keys for Cars.
When I started Scotch Recreation, some competitors warned that if I discounted RVs and trailers, I wouldn't last. Well, here we are over 10 years later, still discounting and still growing. That's why we're Maine's largest RV dealer and largest trailer dealer. Forget about MSRP. We start way below that. Get your best price up front. Come see why my dealership sells more RVs and trailers than any other dealer in Maine.
Scott's Recreation, Turner and Manchester, Maine.
Now, this past weekend, weather was absolutely gorgeous to get out to the short tracks through everywhere in New England. And I know a lot of people did, as I've talked to some of the track promoters, and they said they had a great crowd, great racing, and that's what we all like. And as we get ready for the big track in New Hampshire in a couple weekends from now on Sunday, it's great to get out and support those local short tracks. And we did it by being up at the Wiscasset Speedway, taking it in some action for Mainly Motorsports. So we got some highlights and over the next couple segments, and look forward as we're into July. We got some big races coming on, not only up there but all over. So enjoy all these highlights that Brandon Simmons shot from up there at Wiscasset Speedway.
Returns and conquers. You had an uncharacteristically tough week a couple weeks ago. Got your primary car back today and a chance to start up front, which you usually don't have. But talk about your finish and talk about how the race went for you.
Getting a little more in the middle, but
Did you have a fun time racing with RJ back and forth for the lead? You guys raced each other clean and a lot of good respect. That's what we like to see. All right. No, that's okay, buddy. Here's a good chance. You got a lot of good people behind your family and crew. Thank them.
Thank you.
The man talks your ear off when he's not on the microphone. He does a great job, though. 5th win of the season for your defending champ, Cameron Knowles. Give it up for him. Couple lap cars up ahead. Rob Wilson will work that blue and white passing flag. 15 of Beach Walsh from the track that the leaders race first-time winners here at Wiscasset Speedway. Folks, give it up for him as I walk over here to get a word with Michael Golding. First career win for you tonight, sir. Runner-up a couple weeks ago. You guys definitely have hit on something with this car.
I try to. Everything I do to it just goes to heck, but I just give it my all and everybody loves it. So,
all right, how about your sponsors and crew?
I gotta thank my mom and dad, my brother, and everybody that helped me on this car.
Awesome job, good job. There it is right there, folks. Again, give it up for him. First career win tonight for Michael Golding.
One company is on a mission to put 1 million people to work each year. Sounds like a big number, doesn't it? Not to Express Employment Professionals.
With jobs for CNC programmers and welders, we can find you the best opportunity.
Let us help. We'll open doors for you.
Your heart can hardly take it. It's beating through your chest, but no one hears a sound at all.
Patman's Redemption and Agency Liquor Store is located at 95 Tanberg Trail in Windham, Maine. With over 400 feet of hard liquor and 15 doors of ice-cold beer and soda, Patman's can handle all of your beverage needs. And if it's wine on your agenda, we have over 300 varieties in stock. Then when the party's over, Patman's can handle all of your main returnables, and we welcome all bottle drives. And if you're late for the race, drop off the bottles and pick up the cash at your convenience.
Hey, this is Pat Man himself, just letting you know that Pat Man's is your one-stop shop for all your thirsty needs.
White Mountain Motorsports Park brings you door-to-door, wheel-to-wheel racing action each and every Saturday night, with 5 divisions competing each week between the kids' trucks, the Dwarfs, and the Strictly Minis, the Tiger division, as well as the late model sportsmen. The racing is intense. You're sure to come away wanting more. Located on 463 Daniel Webster Highway in North Woodstock, New Hampshire, this quarter-mile high bank oval is a fan-friendly, family-oriented facility. For schedules and more information, go to the website. That's White Mountain Motorsports Park.
Mainly Motorsports, brought to you by
Four Seasons Synthetic. See them for all your Amsoil product needs. Town Fair Tire, with 6 locations in Maine: Auburn, Augusta, Bangor, Biddeford, South Portland, and Topsom. Awards and recognition. Your #1 source in New England for all of your award needs.
Wiscasset Speedway, Maine's biggest and fastest, with $5 admission every weekend and loads of family fun. Check us out at wiscassetspeedway.com.
not typical that you guys pass so many cars on the outside, but tonight the car looked really well out there.
Yeah, obviously we've stumbled across something that's working, so pretty excited.
Always like it when a driver says we stumbled across something that's working. And you must be feeling good, 2 wins in a row for you, and starting to pad that point lead a little bit.
Yeah, not going to worry about the points right yet. We came down here to win a pile of races. If we do that, points are going to take care of themselves.
Absolutely. Who do you want to thank for this win?
Thank all fans, thank Wisconsin Speedway employees, all my guys. Not very often are they all here, but Asa, Chicken, Alan, Dickie, Donnie, my daughter and wife are here with me and Gail, so it's pretty neat.
All right, good job, folks. Give it up for a third win of the season tonight for Andy Saunders. Didn't I say earlier, we love first-time winners. We got another one right here, Cody Buzzle. He's got a big smile on his face. Cody, chance to start up front, but a good, smooth, long challengers at all in this race. You got to be happy.
Oh, I am beyond happy. I don't even know what to say. I'm wound for sound.
Absolutely. Well, a good chance to thank your crew, but you know, you've got this car dialed in right now. It's looking really good.
Yeah, we put some countless hours in this thing the past few weeks, and well, I think we got it figured out now, so should be good from here out, I hope.
Sounds good. Thank those sponsors as well.
Yeah, I gotta thank my dad, Buzzy Strucken and Logan, Buzzy's Barber Shop, my grandfather, we got Little Hands of the Future Daycare, Fine Line Paving, Landry's Auto Repair, and I really can't thank my dad enough for this. And I'd like to thank the people that were here to help me out today, Little Mick and Dan, his wife, everybody. Really appreciate it.
Awesome job. Another first-time winner right here, folks. Let him hear it. It's Cody Buzzle.
Do you have a serious need for speed, great competitive racing, and a family-friendly atmosphere? Look no further than Maine's biggest and fastest, Wiscasset Speedway. At Wiscasset Speedway, you'll find 8 regular divisions, along with special appearances by top regional tours throughout the season. And at Wiscasset Speedway, all grandstand seats are just $5. Wiscasset Speedway, west on the road, Wiscasset. Online at Facebook, Twitter, and WiscassetSpeedway.com.
It's July. Time for New England Dragway to light up the night. The night of fire. Saturday night, July 23rd. Presented by the New England Ford dealers, AAA Northern New England, and Napa Auto Parts. Funny Cars, Nitro Cars, Danny O'Day and his record-breaking wheel standard, jets and lots more. Plus, we've got fireworks. Saturday. Gates open at 3. Discount coupons available at your New England Ford dealer. And participating Napa Auto Parts stores. Free parking. And every ticket is a pit pass. Get your tickets now. Online at NewEnglandDragway.com.
Looking for a great time, great people, and great food? Then visit New England's #1 biker destination, Bentley's Saloon, owned by legendary super-modified driver Bentley Warren. Bentley's is a biker bar that welcomes everyone. Staying in the area, Bentley's has their own full-service campground right on site. Tuesdays, Bentley's Cruise Night attracts car enthusiasts from all over New England. Located on Route 1 in Arundel, Bentley's Saloon guarantees a great time. Check out the fun at BentleySaloon.com and see why Bentley says, who has more fun than us?
As we wrap up this week's edition of Mainly Motorsports, we got some of the results from some of the tracks in New England that send us results, and we really appreciate that, and a chance to see and the top 5 from other tracks that you're not able to make as you're at your local short track cheering on your husband, your boyfriend, your father, your girlfriend, whoever it is that races, and really appreciate that and look forward to having another great month of racing as we roll on into the summer months. So hope you enjoyed this week's episode, and we'll see you next time right here on Mainly Motorsports.
Here we go. One step at a time, don't be living on the line. I don't need a friend, I got more than on the mind. Sunshine in my brain, making everyone complain. Radio in the heart, don't be being so strange. Think I'm losing it, baby, where have you been? Everybody says that you're moving again. I don't wanna be right, baby, every single night. And I could tell you a thing about taking your time. It's making me nervous, yeah. One step at a time, don't be living on the line. I don't need a friend, I got more than on my mind. Sunshine in my brain, making everyone complain. Radio in the heart, don't be being so strange. Think I'm losing it, baby, where have you been? Everybody says that you're moving again. I don't wanna be right, baby, every single night. And I could tell you a thing about taking your time. It's making me nervous, yeah. Think I'm losing it, baby, where have you been? Everybody says that you're moving again. I don't wanna be right, baby, every single night. And I can tell you a thing about taking your time. It's making me nervous, yeah.
Wyatt Alexander, welcome back to town. Wyatt, pretty action-packed race for you as well, kind of back in the pack.
Yeah, I certainly wasn't, obviously trying to hold him up, but I was holding position on the bottom, and he almost got by me there a couple times. I think he was definitely quicker than me on the bottom, but I was going to make him earn it on the outside one way or the other. But I got to thank everybody that's gotten us here today. First off, I got to thank my spotter, Evan Bollier. I didn't thank him when I won a couple weeks ago. He was a little better about that. But and my sponsors, Puzzle Racing, M&T Trucking, RF Jordan, and got to thank Bill coming on board again, helping us out this week. My mom, my dad, my grandfather, my grandmother, my girlfriend. Alan Grass can't be with us right now, but always got to thank him, Chet Hanscom, and everybody, my Uncle Raz. Couldn't do without all of them.
And your little sister Quinn got to run her first race at Wiscasset today.
Yeah, congrats to my little sister on her first top 5 in the bike race.
All right, good job. Wyatt Alexander coming home in second.